Hey everybody, thank you for watching my videos. Today I wanted to talk about an experience that I had had earlier this week at two of my local shops. I started purchasing silver and stacking silver, collecting silver and precious metals in December of 2018. At that time it was around $14, I believe, spot price. And as far as I know, or last I knew, right now it's at like an 11-year low, and it's around 12 something. But earlier this week, it was at 12.90, and I had went to two local shops. The first one I had stopped at, they had zero. They had a couple of dollar bills. They had a couple of proof graded quarters, and they did have one of the split tail hawk proof, but it was wasn't what I was looking for, and it was pretty expensive. But that's all they had. They didn't have constitutional silver. They didn't have any gold, and so I looked, and they were polite, and I went on to the next one. And at the second shop, they had tons of silver. They had no gold at all, but they had tons of silver. And I thought, okay, I'm going to buy a lot of generics, maybe some other stuff. And there was a guy sitting there, or another employee working there that I hadn't seen before, and so we started talking, and I'd ask him, how much is it? I know that spot price is down to 12.90, and he wasn't sure, and he turned around to the manager, but the manager had actually heard what I'd said, and he said all generic is $17. All silver is $17 and up, I guess. And I was kind of surprised by it because I'm like, that's a basically $4 or $5 premium, and most of the time, both these places are $2 or $3 above spot, and if you buy enough, they kind of knock it down. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then the guy who didn't know the price had said, well, the spot price that's currently going on, we're on an 8-week delay, so that's technically not spot price. And I wasn't sure what he meant by that, because the first place that I went to that are out of everything, that was out of everything, they usually buy like a tube of something, Britannia's, something like that, so that they constantly have silver there. The second place that I was currently at, they don't do that. Everything that they buy is what they've bought from people. They don't have a tube of some, or at least not that I know of. So I'm not sure what they meant about an 8-week delay. All the places online and the online retailers, I know they're delayed, but not 8 weeks. So I wasn't sure what he meant by that. And the not real spot price, I didn't know what he meant by that either. And so I was thinking, okay, well, I'm not paying basically a $5 premium because I wouldn't normally do that, and I'm definitely not doing it now. I understand why they had it at that price. Excuse me. I understand why they had it at that price because they didn't want to lose money. And I completely understand that. And I would have liked it if they had said that. Hey, most of this stuff we've bought at an average of $15. So we're not going to sell it for lower than that. So that's why we're still selling it at 17. I understand that. As a customer, that's not what I want because I want it as cheap as possible. But from a business aspect and everything, I understand that. And I don't blame them for that. I wouldn't want to lose money either. So it was, I looked around. I had them flip over some of the ones with Queen Elizabeth, so I could see what was on the other side in case there was, a unique one that I don't have yet. And, I talked to the guy a little bit longer and everything, just, being polite. And then I decided to head on out. And I thought, I've been waiting for silver to drop down at like the $10 to $12 range for a long time, because I was like, my thought process, and I understand that this has been discussed in other videos by people. My thought process was, if it drops down to $10, I'm going to buy so much silver, and it's going to be awesome, and then it's going to go back up, and I'm sure a lot of other people have thought that. And with what's currently going on, it happened so quickly that places can't adjust, and so they don't want to lose money, so they're not dropping it down to that spot or to that price. And same with the online retailers. They were, had such a high demand, and so many orders. Several of them have upped their minimum orders. AppMex, I believe, has like a $300 order right now, where you have to spend $300 in order for them to send it out to you. And I know other places are doing, well, to get the free shipping, you have to do this amount. And I think it was Silver Dragons that had discussed. I think it was him. I apologize if it wasn't. If it was somebody else, some website had like $1,000 minimum order or something. So that this isn't what when I pictured the spot price, getting down to like $10 or $12. I was thinking, in my mind and stuff, gradually going down to that and everything. I didn't see it, as like this. So it's a learning experience. So I didn't buy any silver earlier this week, and I had thought, okay, well, if this is the scenario where it's dropped down so low, but nobody's selling it for that low, and online retailers are saying that they're out, but and I understand that they've had tons of business and they're trying to catch up and everything, but I believe that some of them are just stopping all sales or saying that they're out when they're not, so they don't lose money with people buying it at a lower rate. Again, I understand that it's, as a customer, not what we want, but I understand it. And so I thought, okay, if this is what's happening when it drops down low, what happens when everything's back to normal and silver then skyrockets to 30, 40, or even $50 an ounce? Will anybody be buying it? And that was kind of like, I plan on keeping all my silver and holding on to it as a super emergency fund or as part of my retirement. That's my thought process. But if it were to skyrocket to 30, 40, $50, yeah, I would sell it. Not all of it, but I would sell a good chunk of it. The American Silver Eagles I want to hold on to, and like I said, I see that as a collection. And so that scared me, because I'm like, you can't buy it when it drops so low, but you possibly can't sell it if it skyrockets so high. And so this has been a learning experience, and I've seen several of your guys' videos out there discussing this and your thoughts and everything and stuff. And by all means, please comment and below and let me know what your thoughts are with the topics I'm discussing. But it's just got me thinking, and it's a learning experience that, okay, I need to rethink my buying and selling for if situations like this happen with the sudden drop or raise or everything. What I think is, I think everything's gonna, over time things are gonna go back to normal. The silver will be back to a $15 to $20 range, things like that. It's just gonna take a couple weeks or months, but that's my thoughts on what's currently going on. And if you'll notice on this video, I don't have my gold fund envelope from another overtaxed taxpayer. That envelope, if you've went to that video that I had mentioned before, in the comments below, I've been updating it every time I added money and everything, just like other people have. And I actually, before any of this happened, gold and silver went down, and I decided that now would be a good time to purchase my gold purchase. So I did that, which of course the order's delayed, and I thought, well, if gold drops down even lower, I already know that I've saved a lot of money with what I currently purchased it at. So yeah, I'm not saving as much money if I'd waited, but I'd be dealing with even more so this delay, or even trying to find the item for sale. So sometime soon I will do an unboxing for that. But that's why I don't have the envelope. I went ahead and made the gold purchase, and I will wait till another overtaxed taxpayer and other people are doing their unboxing videos, and so we can all share and see what everybody bought with the money everyone saved up in the envelope. But anyway, that's my thoughts of what's currently going on in my experience. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Stay healthy, everyone. And again, thank you guys for watching my videos.